Welcome to Ask MBA. Now, guys, just like always at Ask MBA, I'm going to give you a very simple way to get a decent score in SNAP examination and how to plan for it. Now, we all know you guys got 60 minutes. Yes, 60 minutes, and you got 60 questions. Now, the trick and the only thing that you need to keep in mind while attempting MBA entrance examination, whether it's NMAT, Symbiosis Snap, or CAT examination, that what kind of questions you should be targeting. You cannot attempt everything because you got limited time frame. Your most important resource is your time. Questions are there. So now, guys, let's do the analysis of all the sections. So let's talk about the verbal section. Now, as you can see, you guys are going to get fill in the blanks. 4 questions are going to be on fill in the blanks. Here the numbers are mentioned. On grammar, you're going to get 3 questions. Parts of speech, you're going to get 4 questions. Synonym, 1 question. Idiom, phrases and proverbs, 1 question. Spelling, 1 question. Standard word order, 1 question. So if you check here, most of the questions are either on vocabulary or on grammar. You do not get para jumble or RC the way you get in other examinations. So you will be gauged on these type of questions. So if you are someone who's preparing for Symbiosis Snap examination, you must keep in mind that your grammar and vocab is good. You guys can always get in touch with your mentor, your faculty, that how to prepare. Guys, I'm going to make a small video on how to prepare for vocab, especially for Symbiosis Snap examination. I'm going to make a video on it. And then you got 15 questions. So you need to decide, not decide. In fact, in SNAP examination, you do not have any other option. You need to make sure that you get as many questions right in verbal section in the least time possible, because these questions do not consume time. Now, there are going to be certain questions which consumes time. So to utilize your 60 minutes to the most, you need to make sure that you attempt those questions accurately that consumes less time. Let's come on to the reasoning part. Now, many people will say, sir, the con comes for 20 marks and verbal comes for 15 marks. So I want to tell you that most of the logical reasoning questions, moreover, are tilted towards verbal. You got coding, decoding, 2 questions, blood relation, 2 question, number series, you got 1 question, letter series, 2 questions, syllogism, 1, input, output, 1. Now, guys, this is the section, either it'll make or break. Why? Because you do not need to invest your time in a type of question that consumes more time. Now, if you ask me personally, coding, decoding questions can be solved easily. Blood relation questions, sometimes they take some time, sometimes they can be solved easily. Number series, if it clicks, you can solve it. If it doesn't, then you should not stop yourself anywhere. Letter series, syllogism, input, output is also a question that consumes a lot of time. Many times you get a question that is going to consume a lot of time. Now, while attempting questions in logical reasoning, in SNAP examination, of course you can attempt all the questions, but you need to ask yourself a simple question: is it worth it? Can you attempt that question in the least time possible with higher accuracy? Then only you're going to attempt that question. Linear arrangement, clocks, calendars. Now, these 4 questions are going to consume a lot of time. I'm going to make a strategy video also, that what needs to be done and how it's to be done. But in this video, I'm just talking about that what kind of questions are there. You guys are going to get odd one out, 1 question, statement and conclusion, statement and assumption, course of action, 2 questions, course, cause and effect, general reasoning, and paragraph conclusion. So moreover, you got 4, 5, 6, 7 here, 8, 9, almost 9 questions directly on verbal. So 15 questions there, 9 questions here. And of course, many other questions, they do not require quant proficiency. So if your quant section is weak, SNAP is the examination to go for. The last date to apply for this examination is on 24th of November. Now let's come on to the quant section. You guys are going to get 2 questions on percentages, profit and loss, 2 questions on number system, 2 questions on time and work, time, speed, distance, quadratic equation, geometry, permutation, combination, mensuration, probability. Now, guys, this is where the smart thing comes in. Let's say if you're not good at mensuration, let's say if you're not good at data interpretation, series, binomial theory, you can skip these topics. Why? Because only 1 question is going to be asked. I have seen many times that people are banging their head on probability, set theory, and only 1 question comes for it. And then because they have invested a lot of time preparing for these questions, in examination they try to invest their time, and there is where the mistake happens. So you please keep in mind that you're not going to invest your time in type of question where it is not worth it, because your target is to get at least 37 marks. Now let's talk about the institution snap. Pune got 37 cutoff, SEM HRD 35, SIBM Bengaluru 31, SIIB 33, and Nasik 28. So if you ask me, people ask me these questions of what percentile, what score. If you're going to get more than 50, you're going to get more than 99.98 or 99 percentile. But I say do not go for percentile in snap exam. It's a very straightforward exam. Try to get at least 40 questions right out of 60 questions in 60 minutes, focusing on the type of questions which you can. You guys can pause this video, you can take the screenshot at any point in time about the type of questions which I have mentioned. I hope this small video is going to give you a lot of clarity. Thank you. And yeah, you guys can get in touch with us. I'll share the contact details in the description box.